Oh, sorry, no vlog yesterday, but I was out doing something all day, and there wasn't really much to vlog about, to be honest with you. Just stared at you and just talked about my never-ending ironing pile that's still... I'm going to hit that today, I have to. But I did have a dilemma yesterday. I was walking down the road, and this girl came out of her sort of flat area and came out in front of me, probably about, I don't know, from here to that tree away. And... she had the back of her skirt tucked in her knickers. Now, here was my dilemma. I did not know whether to tell her or to just ignore the fact that she'd had this mishap. But then I found myself walking behind her and then felt guilty about that, so I had to cross the road as to not be following this poor girl. And it was awful. It was awful, I didn't tell her because I just didn't have the heart. Because if she ever saw me again, she would be like, "Oh my God, that's him." But then she might think, "Oh my God, that's that nice man." And I didn't. It was horrific, absolutely horrific. Whew. See, now I'm thinking I should have told her. I don't know. Answers on a postcard. Just in case you're wondering what Janet Street Porter does in her spare time, I've just found it. So the funniest thing just happened. I'm sat in my little local cafe just having a cup of coffee, and this man, older man, comes marching over to me with his hand outheld. So I shook his hand and he went, "Oh, I didn't know you lived here," and started a whole conversation with me. And I'm thinking in my head, I have no idea who you are. And then he said, "Oh, Sky News." And then it's kind of all clicked. And his name was Peter, and he's 86, and he was so complimentary. And I loved it. It's great when you get on telly because you've got friends everywhere. It's kind of nice, really. So thanks, Peter. His wife wouldn't come over. She was too embarrassed, apparently. But I gave her a little wave. So yeah, that's cheered me up. Then the weirdest thing just happened. I just got a text for my Christmas dates for Sky News. Straight after speaking to Peter. How cool's that? Yeah, so you'll be waking up with me on Boxing Day. I think that's pretty cool, actually. Which means... yeah, I better have an easy Christmas day, right? Yeah, because that's going to happen. So I've had 3 meals. Hang on, we might be evacuating here. So I bought a roast chicken on Sunday. So I had, no I didn't, it's been in my freezer actually. So I had a roast dinner on Sunday, it was 1 meal. And then I had a chicken last night, which was 2 meals. And tonight I'm making a chicken soup. And I read the instructions, apparently you need broth. So I've just been walking around to my local supermarket for 20 minutes trying to find broth. And I couldn't find it anywhere. I didn't even know what you buy it. I didn't understand. And then so I made a phone call, and broth is actually what you make with the carcass. You don't buy it. Finger on the pulse of chefery. Stock. That's what I need, stock. So I bought some stock to put in with the broth. Seriously, I mean, Gino's Italians just needs to move over right now. Owning this. So time to make up the chicken soup. So there's my carcass. Where is it? There it is. And I've got my stock. So I'm going to reduce my stock first, I think. Turned into Gordon Ramsay. He should be worried. So I'm going to reduce my stock and then put all my carcass and my bones into boiling water. And I think I boil it for about 20-30 minutes. And then I simmer for a couple of hours. I think that's what it said. And then I take the stock out, sieve, and then I... put 6 cups back in, and then add all my vegetables and mustard and stuff. Oh, I put an onion in as well, but I think I put the onion in with the carcass. I think. I'm not 100% sure. We'll give it a go anyway. When you open the dishwasher with your glasses on, problems. So we're fully boiling now, so I'm going to put in my carcass, said carcass, into boiling water. I don't know if I'll put the bones in as well. I'll put a couple of legs in. Do I put these little bones in? Probably not, I might lose them. I'll put those 3 in. Let them go in. We don't need to put those in. Right, so that's the chicken thing in there, and then I've cut some onions, some cabbage, and I'm going to put that in there too. I don't know if this goes in after or now, so I'm going to put it in now. Right, so I stick all that in, and then I've got to boil this for about 20 minutes and simmer for 2 hours. Let's get some mustard in there. Big dob of mustard, wait a bit more. Some salt, pepper in. Dishwasher's going. Oh, olive oil. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so what else can I put in there? Some Brussels sprouts. Let's get some Brussels sprouts in there. Let's get some Brussels in there. So yeah, this is really happening. Give them a quick peel. Cut there. Brussels sprouts. Or as we used to call them when we were with Roxy, we called them fairy cabbages. It's the only way she would eat them. I can't remember who gave them that name. I think it was Ian Collins actually. It's the radio. On the radio. Brussels. I have no idea what this is going to taste like. This is like my first. Well, I did try this once before, but I got it completely wrong. It was all really fatty and so we're giving it another go. Election tonight in America. I'll be glad when it's over, to be honest with you. I mean, it just seems to have gone on for like, well, years. But I'm going to miss the Obamas, you know. I think Michelle Obama is amazing, and I think Barack Obama is amazing. Just like them as people. I don't know anything about American politics, and neither should I even get involved in it. It's not my stuff. I don't live there. But I just think they're both really cool. I buy into people, right? And that's why I buy into Hillary, regardless of the past. It's not that, you know, Trump's Trump. And let's be honest, everyone said he wouldn't get this far, so fair play to him on that. But I just disagree with every single thing he stands for and talks about. What can I say? I love America. And you know, Donald Trump isn't the American I know, actually, because it's always, every time I've been there and I love the place, it's friendly, warm, loving, kind. And that's always been my experience of America. So when I hear Trump talk, I'm like, that's not the America I know. But then, you know, I don't live there, and that's why I don't really have a say in it. But I've got a voice because I love it. And I think if you love something, you should speak up for it. So, there we go. 2.5 hours. Don't I put the other bits of chicken in there? I presume I do, right? The chicken, yeah, you must do. Let's get all that in there. That's the chicken I peeled off. Let's just get it all in, right? It's the worst that could happen here. Now this is either going to be sensational or absolutely horrific. A bit more salt in there. I put some pepper in, but I haven't got any. And I'm really annoyed. I've used all my garlic. So there we go. We'll come back to that in about 2.5 hours. I've got to say something on this Prince Harry thing. Sorry, I have to. Because I think it's really sad that he's had to come out, firstly, and make a statement that he's in a relationship. I mean, why would you need to do that? You know, it's only at the beginning of a relationship. I think you would come out and make a statement if you're engaged or something, but he's had to come out and make a statement that he's in a relationship. Christ, could you imagine if I had to do that after my first date? Like a statement every 3 days. Yeah, I just think we should back off him and let him have some privacy, especially after his mum and everything that went through. You know, have we not learnt the lesson? You know, as a world, have we not learnt the lesson just to be a little bit loving and kind and say, you know what, let's just let him crack on and be a person in a new relationship, which he's obviously finding really exciting. Yeah, I think there must be some time to step back and just go, what's the story anyway? Yeah, Prince Harry's in a relationship. Good on you, mate. Well done. Let's talk about Invictus Games. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about his charity work. Let's talk about all that stuff is what needs to be talked about. Who he's dating really is none of our business, to be honest. I don't think, unless it becomes official and he is royal, and then, you know, official as in it's really, really serious. Then of course it should be in the public domain. He is, you know, second in line to the throne. I think, you know, probably. Well, I don't know him or anything. But I suppose that he would agree with that. You know, that's that step, but not first thing in a relationship. My goodness gracious, they've probably not even had a row yet. Or, you know, or left the lid up on the toilet, or, you know, they probably, you know, he probably still hasn't farted yet in public. You know, that's where they're at in the relationship. I think we should just leave them. Can't believe I just said that. That's where we should leave them be. Anyway, I'm going back to my chicken broth now. That's the headline, kids.